try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Tonight's a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers.
To kick off for San Francisco.
The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in wildcard weekend. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Wilson to the air. Short pass brought in. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down throw from Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The Amador Lenore there on the stop.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Wilson on 3rd down. That's completed right side.
I didn't think that was a good thing.
Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, you're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Purdy on first down. Into the hands of Kittle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down, Purdy to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now we got 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
The 49ers looking at their first shot here inside the red zone. They've got first and 10 from the 20. From the gun, McCaffrey. Rob flat, first down he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for San Francisco.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. First and 10. On play action now, Wilson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down. Try again from the 20 after the incompletion. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
Fred?
They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
Wilson now. Caught by Flowers. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 43.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. He's got to gain a 6 there. Knocked down by Fred Warner.
That's a run that will take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now he's past the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. All set now for the kickoff. Rylands with the honors. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. For big yards on the right side. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Cut near the goal line. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Gibbs now from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Complete to St. Brown. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. We send a man in motion. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. This is ahead for about 5. Rick Martin making that play.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Wilson to throw it. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers with a 1st and 10. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. 1st down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's done a decent game before being brought down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Purdy. Short pass, Bryant. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. The AT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
17.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
That's caught. Here comes Jameer Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
19, Tigers. 65 yards.
Wilson. Flushed out now to his left. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That safe route working the sideline, complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check smack. 70 Lions. Warriors 17. 19 tight.
Wilson looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so is the defense, and they take him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the 2nd half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. They'll start the 2nd half with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Get set. Get set. Run around, set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Up 2 yards.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Close to 0, we get a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. To the sideline, catch secured. Oh, he made that one look easy for the first.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gain.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. Rob flat. First down he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Oh, man. I gotta keep you coming.
To throw, here's Wilson. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Wilson. Screen here for Gibbs. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. A 18-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Once more, it's Wilson. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Trap 60, 19 line. Let's go.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get, it's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
60 Bobcat.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Fred Warner. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The 49ers with the football, hoping to close out a playoff victory. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. It's Kittle over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Purdy setting up that play action. He's got Ayuk downfield. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. With him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring. Guys hitting blocks downfield. Back who can show off his wheels.
for another 1st and 10. Going to run again with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
17.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Toslaw there. So 2nd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down.
Wilson now from the gun. Rolling left, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Gets it downfield, on target to Flowers. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Lions.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Wilson now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Upton Stout. And the 49ers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that 1st interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defense preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge, huge results for your team.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Get set, get set. Up.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers leading by 11.
47-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now again, McCaffrey. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, control that nose tackle. Number two, you've got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go,
DJ is my dog.
There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run officially off and running as they punch their ticket to that divisional round.
Yeah, and we know through the years this wildcard round is never taken lightly. Crazy things happen every year as the playoffs begin, and we can't forget, for a lot of these guys, it's their first experience in the postseason, and they acquainted themselves to the playoff atmosphere, I'd say pretty darn well.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones or bricks and bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like, trying to find out.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that are really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that are really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on the and they both. I hate them hating on them and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. Now cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that are really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.